everybody.
Hi.
We've lost Heidi. She'll be back in a second. I hope your mornings are all going well. Thank you for coming along and joining us for our yoga session this morning. Don't forget that Mrs. Gregg will also be reading at about 11:15 this morning from the library. So if you want to come along and listen to her reading a book. And I think the teachers have got a little something special planned for your exercise tomorrow morning before we start our staff development day. Mrs. Laurence doesn't know about that, and she's looking a bit scared. So Mrs. Laurence is going to be here with Mrs. Horn while they do their yoga session this morning. But thanks very much for coming along, and we hope that you're enjoying this slightly rainy day. It looks like it's finding up. Hopefully you might all get to go out and have a walk later on. Anything else, Mrs. Laurence?
No, not too much.
No. Counting down the days until the end of the term. And yeah, so anyway,
We'll get ready.
We'll get ready. Yes, we'll get ready. Yes.
Ready.
You're ready? And oh look,
Ready.
here comes Mrs. Horn now. Here she is. There we go. And Mrs. Horn, would you like to just introduce your session this morning?
Okay, so today's session we'll be doing up to 30 minutes of yoga, and parents are allowed to join in as well. So we're going to be doing some moving of our body, we're going to be doing some nice deep breathing, and ending with a relaxation, including a loving kindness meditation. So we'll start.
That's good.
Yeah. So let's sit down. You can sit cross-legged or on your knees. We want to have one hand on our belly and one hand on our chest. We're going to do some 5 deep breaths, so in and out through the nose. So deep breath in, and then a big breath out. We'll see if we can blow our belly like a balloon. Big breath in, and big breath out. Let's do 3 more. Big breath in through the nose. Big breath out. Last 2. Just close your eyes and notice how you feel when we do deep breathing. It helps us feel nice and calm and happy. Good. So now we're going to stand up and warm up our body. So let's get up. And this is called as if. So we're in yoga, we move our body in lots of different ways and pretending we're animals and everything in nature. First of all, pretending we're popcorn. So we're going to bring our big toes together and pop around on our mats on the floor. Nice and high. Good. And now we're pretending as if we've got balloons on the ceiling we're trying to grab. So big stretch up. One hand or both hands. Good. And we're going to pretend as if we're like a floppy doll. So big breath in and flop all the way down. And then just rock side to side. Good. Pretend as if we are going skiing. So get your skis, go down nice and low, and we're going to jump over some bumps in the snow. And down low, and a big jump. One more. Good. And come up. Pretend as if we are a tree that's 100 years old. So let's go on one foot. Place the other foot here or here. And big branches for your arms. Maybe a wiggle through your fingers for the leaves, and try and stay nice and tall. So nice deep breaths. 2. 1 more. Good. This is working on our balance. Let's do the other foot. And 100-year-old trees do not fall down, so we want to stay nice and tall. Look at something that's not moving. 2. 1. Little bit trickier. We're going to pretend as if we're an arrow shooting through the air. So big strong arms. Look at a spot ahead of us and all the way over. See if you can lift that back foot off. Hold for 1, Mississippi, 2, Mississippi, and 3. Well done. Other foot. And over. Can do a little foot up a little bit or higher. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and 3 Mississippi. Well done. Let's come down. We're going to be on our hands and knees and bringing our body as if we are a cat. So if you've got a cat at home, you'll just probably see them do a big stretch up. So let's look all the way to our belly button and say meow. And then roll down like a cow. Go moo. And roll it up. And all the way down. One more cat, big stretch up. And then into cow. Let's bring our body into dog. So hands a bit more forward, lift those hips. Look to the legs and walking on the spot like a dog walking. Okay, let's see if we can do a three-legged dog. Lift one leg up, big stretch. Take it down and swap it over. Good. Let's come down onto our knees. And this is a puppy having a stretch. So if you've got a dog at home, you might notice them do this quite a bit. Stretch it all the way down like a big puppy. Good. Let's come onto our hands and knees and be a frog. Onto our feet nice and wide and down, or maybe you can take your hands off. We're going to do 3 big rivets in a moment. And rivet. And again, down and up. And one more. Good, and so you can take your hands off. Okay, on your hands and knees. And we're going to bring our right leg long. And our left arm up, and we're going to go as if we are Superman flying in the sky. We're going to try and hold this for 1, 2, and 3. Let's go and swap. Left leg, make sure you do the opposite. And right arm, and bring that arm nice and long. And hold for 1, 2, and 3. Big stretch out there. Okay, let's bring ourselves onto our bottoms. And we're going to be like a boat. So we're going to try and balance. So you're going to try and squish those legs in. Maybe take those arms off. Let's see if we can balance here. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. If you're really good at this one, you can try and be a canoe and then a boat. Canoe and boat. Canoe and boat. Let's do one more. Canoe and boat. Well done. Okay, let's line our backs and hug our knees and rock like the roly-poly bear. So rocking up and down. Okay, now we're going to pretend as if we are riding a bike in this upside down. So we're going to do big circles with our legs. Sometimes it's tempting to do this, but we want to make big circles. If you're good at this, you might be able to go backwards. So see if you can go backwards. Maybe you can go on your side, ride your bike on the side. And the other side. Good. Okay, let's come down, put our feet down, and we're going to be as if we are a bridge. The water's going underneath us. And come back down and up like a bridge. The water goes under. Okay, let's bring our body as if we are a birthday candle. So we lift up, bring our hands on our back and all the way up with those legs. You can wiggle your candles. Good work, guys. Okay, and roll it down. So we've got a little challenge for you. Hands underneath your knees and get your rocking going. And then your hands into fists, and we're going to try and come up without using our hands. Awesome. Okay, time to do a salute to the sun. So we come all the way to the top of the mats if you're on a yoga mat, and we say, hello sun, and we give that ceiling, or if you're outside, sun a wave, and then we go, hello earth, all the way down. See if you can touch your toes. And hello everybody, looking forward. Hands down, and you can either step your feet back or jump them to plank. Nice work. Okay, drop the knees down and up like a snake, down like a dog. Bend the knees, look forward and do a little bunny hop. Big breath, up and down. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Hello sun, hello earth, hello everybody. Jump or step. Now if you're strong through those arms, you can try and keep those knees off this time. Down and up like a snake. Down like a dog. Bend those knees, bunny hop. Big breath in. And down. 1 more. Hello sun, hello earth, hello everybody. Jump or step. Bring it down. Up into cobra snake. Down into down dog. Jump forward like a bunny. Big breath in. And big breath out. Let's have a couple breaths here. 2. And 1. Good. Okay, let's do a little bit of a balanced competition. So we're going to see how long we can balance in these poses. So we've already done the arrow one, but this time we're just going to be out with those arms. With balancing, we want to look a little bit ahead of us. And it doesn't matter which leg you do first, because you're going to have a turn to swap it over, and just go as long as you can. Good, beautiful work, Mrs. Laurence. I'll keep going. And see if you can hold for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Should we go for 5? 4 Mississippi, and 5 Mississippi. Well done. Don't forget to swap that foot over. Big strong arms. Look at something that's not moving, and we go. Get into your spot. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 2 more, 4, and 5. Awesome. Okay, let's balance on one of the feet. This one is called eagle, but sometimes in the kids yoga we call this twisty arms, twisty legs. So we're just going to bend. Good. Now see if you can keep that knee bent, foot across, or hook it in. Arms out. Got the twisty legs, let's do the twisty arms. 1 arm forward, twist it under, like this. And then maybe you can come down more. It's a bit tricky this one. Let's see if we can hold for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, just 3 this time, 3 Mississippi, and unravel. Swap it over. So get your balance first, look at your spot. See if you can bend that knee. Hold it bent, foot across, and then add your twisty arms. Good, let's hold for 1 Mississippi, go down a bit more, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and unravel. Okay, let's balance on our foot again. This time we're going to go into flamingo. So bring the knees together, big wide arms, like you've got wings. Now if this is enough, you can just keep like this. If you want to make it a little bit trickier for yourself, grab your foot, bring your knees back. And then stretch out into standing bow. So looking a little bit forward, let's hold for 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Good, and swap it over, shake it out. Okay, knees together, flamingo, big puffy chest. Stay like this or hold that foot, then bring the knees together. And stretch. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Should we try for 2 more? 4 and 5. Well done. Okay, so let us come down onto the mat now. We're going to play a game called Yoga Detective. Okay, so I'm going to see how well Mrs. Laurence has done in remembering all of the poses. I need to teach her one more because you need to know this. So we're going to do a plank challenge first. So plank. If you find I can't hold plank for too long, you can go on your knees. And let's come into side plank. Maybe lift that top foot off and put it on the other foot. And then plank again. And side plank. If you want to get yourself a little bit of a challenge, you can try a little push up in between. And then plank. Beautiful. And back. Little push up. And then side plank again. Well done. Okay, so this is Laurence, we're going to do yoga detective.
Okay.
So we've learnt lots of poses and you're going to see if you can remember some of them. So this is whatever part of your body is on the mat. So show me a pose that has got 2 hands, 2 feet on the mat. So we could be doing down dog.
Of course we could.
Or we could be doing standing forward bend.
Yes.
We could. Let's do a pose that has got just your bottom. Remember one of those?
Can I do the roll?
You could do roll or you can do both as well.
Oh yes, and
Or
canoe.
Canoe. Let's do a pose that's got your head, shoulders and elbows on the ground. So we could be doing this one. Birthday candle. Okay, what about a pose that's got 1 knee, 1 foot, 1 hand?
Oh, 1 knee, 1 foot. This one. Got this
Super wet girl.
one. Got one.
Good. What about a pose that's got a little bit tricky, 1 hand, 1 foot? Hint, we just did it.
Ah, of course.
Just side plank, beautiful. Okay, what about a pose that's got 2 feet? Yep, some of those, or even when we went skiing as well. Okay, what about a pose that's got 1 foot?
1 foot. Ooh. The flamingo?
Yeah, any of the balance poses. Okay, we're going to come into relaxation in just a moment. We're going to do one more standing sequence. We're going to do some surfing. Okay, so we're going to get on our boards first of all, and we have a big paddle. Surf, 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 and then we're going to jump like that little frog we were in before. Good. And then we're going to put that left foot forward. See if you can bend that front knee and arms out and go for a surf. Good, and we're going to keep that front knee bending and catch the wave and have a big stretch back. And again, surf. And stretch it back. One more. And because we're very good surfers, we're going to add a balance into it. Wah. And then come down and have another paddle. Okay, and jump. Good, and this time right foot forward. Bend the knee and surf. And catch that wave, stretch it back. And again, surf. And stretch, one more. And pull it back. Let's see if we can add a balance, come up. 1, 2, and 1, well done. Let's come all the way down now. Do a few of your little rocks again. And then have your head down and hug your knees and give yourself a big hug. Big squeeze, a little rock side to side. And then stretch that whole body long. And 3 of these. Hug the knees, bring your head up. And stretch. 2 more, hug. And stretch, last one. Good. Now bring your feet a little bit wider. And your arms to your side. And close your eyes. Okay, I want you to keep lying there. We're going to go into some relaxation and then a meditation. So first of all, I want you to think of times that you felt really angry, grumpy. I'm sure you never do, Mrs. Laurence. But, or sad, or maybe you're feeling a bit scared about something. Sometimes you get a bit tired and we feel all tight in our body. So it's like we're hard spaghetti. It's like we're spaghetti that's just come out of the packet. So I want you to scrunch your toes. I want you to bring your hands in a fist and make your whole body really tight. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Even you can scrunch your face up and feel like you're all tight in your body from all that time of being scared or sad or angry. And then have a big breath out and be nice and floppy, so arms to the side. We're going to do 3 big breaths here. We're going to let go of all that anger, all that scared, all that worry. 3 big breaths. And each time you breathe out, you're going to feel more and more relaxed on the ground. Big breath in, big breath out. 1 more. And it's like you are floppy spaghetti, like you've been cooked in the pan for too long and you're all loose and floppy. So now you've let go of anything that you don't need in your body, in your head. And now you're starting to feel happy and calm, nice and relaxed. So relaxing all the way from the toes, up the legs, up into the back and the tummy and the chest, and the shoulders, arms and face, head and neck, all relaxed. So we're going to end by lying here. Try and keep the eyes closed. We're going to go into loving kindness meditation. So I want you to think of, first of all, somebody that you love a lot. So it could be mum or dad, could be your grandparents, could be your sister or your brother. And just think of that person, see if you can see them in your mind without opening your eyes. And I want you to give them loving kindness, so give them all your love. Send it to them. And tell them that you're thinking of them to be safe and happy. And now I want you to think of somebody that you know, but that's maybe not your family, but you still know quite well. So it could be someone else at the school, it could be your neighbour, it could be someone that works at the shop that you see. And I want you to picture that person and give them your loving kindness. So send that to them. And tell them that you want them to feel safe and happy. And then lastly, I want you to think of somebody that you maybe not even know. So it might be someone that you've seen on the news, or that you know that there's people sick in the world, or people that are poor in the world. You don't have to picture one person, you can just maybe think of somebody that you've heard about, or some people that you've heard about. And I want you to send them your loving kindness. And tell them that you want them to feel safe and happy. And lastly, you're going to think about yourself. You're going to give yourself loving kindness, so that you be a loving, kind person. And tell yourself that you want yourself to feel safe and happy. Okay, so we're going to start to wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes. Let's give ourselves a big hug through those knees again. So squeeze those knees up to your chest and then come up to a seated spot. Good. So in yoga, we like to end with our hands together and we say a word called namaste. Now namaste has lots of meanings, but the way I like to think about it is I look after myself and I look after other people, I look after others. So I'm going to say that, I look after me,
I look after me.
And I look after you.
I look after you.
And namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Stay safe and happy. Bye.
Bye.
And boys and girls, just before we go, we will have we'll have Miss Heidi back here with us again next week, and we'll get those details out to you about the time. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.